There are two ways to join a computer to a Windows domain. The recommended way is to pre-stage or pre-create the computer account in the domain, and the alternate method is to just join from the computer and have the account created during the domain join procedure. So that is the method that I'm going to demonstrate first. So regardless of whether you are creating the account during this operation or you have pre-staged the computer account, you start on the client system from the same place, which is Control Panel System. And then when it has the computer name, domain, and workgroup settings, you click Change Settings. So in this case, I have not pre-created the computer account in the domain, and I need to join and create the account in one process. So it says here to rename this computer or change its domain or workgroup, click Change. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave its name as is, but I'm wanting to join the computer to the tdjp.local domain. So I type that in, click OK. Someone with the proper credentials has to join the computer to the domain, and if you recall from class, by default, any authenticated user can join up to 10 computers to the domain. However, it's recommended that you change that setting, and we went ahead and changed that setting, the machine account quota setting, from 10 down to 0. Once that's done, then you have to have administrator privileges to join the computer to the domain. So I'm going to put my domain name and account name. And the password. And it says welcome to the tdjp.local domain. Because this is again a change to the NetBIOS name and or domain membership, the client system requires a restart. So I'm going to close and restart the Windows 10 computer, and I'm going to pop over to the server. And so another thing we did in class is we redirected the default location of computer accounts. So by default, all new computer accounts are created in the computers container. But we created a different organizational unit to act as our default. And I'm just going to hit refresh. And here is the computer account that I just joined to the domain. So it gets created in the default location. So the second, and actually the recommended way to join a computer account to the domain, is to pre-create the computer account on the server. And the reason that it's recommended that you do this is because you can create the computer account in the proper organizational unit, and then it'll have group policy applied to it immediately and be properly secured. So as an example, if I was getting ready to join a laptop to the domain, I'll click on the laptop's organizational unit, and I will right-click and go to New, Computer, type the name of the computer, whatever the NetBIOS name of the computer is. I'm just sort of going with this to stick with the naming convention. We can assign a user or a group to be associated with the computer account, but the default is domain admins, and we'll just leave it at that for now. So now the computer account is here, and it's in the laptop's container. It'll get the proper policy applied to it. When you go to actually join the client system or the workgroup member to the domain, you do it the same way on the client system. You still go to Control Panel System, change the domain name, but now once that computer actually joins, its object is in the proper container.